Some ideas are so powerful, they travel the world. These are the places where they began. Rock and roll didn't just change music. It flipped culture on its head and handed a whole new generation its voice. And it all started right here in Memphis, Tennessee. As a musician myself, I'm here in Memphis to better understand how those early roots of rock and roll were invented in America and how the city continues to impact and evolve the musical landscape across the world. For many music fans, the story of rock and roll in Memphis and America starts here at Graceland, the home of Elvis Presley.
Elvis is probably one of the only entertainers that is known worldwide by one name, and that is Elvis. It's such a personal connection with Elvis and his fans, no matter where they're from. It's amazing when you hear people from Japan or Germany and they're speaking their native languages, but the only English they speak is
Elvis.
Elvis, Hound Dog. They know all the lyrics to every song.
Elvis left his mark across the world as one of the top-selling artists of all time. But before Elvis ever stepped on stage, the rock and roll movement was already underway. Positioned along the Mississippi, Memphis was a natural crossroads where musical traditions from different worlds could converge into something completely new.
The music came up the Mississippi, and it just kind of blended here with the gospel sounds and the rhythm and blues.
Rock's greatest influence came from the blues and musicians right here on Beale Street, and that influence can still be heard today.
Beale Street was a commercial street for black Memphis. The blues musicians weren't elegant enough to get into the clubs. They played on the curbs. And so the curbs of Beale Street introduced young white teenagers to a rhythmic music that their parents hated.
I guess I gotta put your flat feet on the ground.
Parents were listening to Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby, and then all of a sudden, these young white teenagers were introduced to black music that was happening right outside our front door on Beale Street.
Hearing the blues in a Beale Street club, something all visitors can still experience today, you feel the gravity of it, the catchiness, the groove. The foundation of rock music is right in front of you.
Memphis is authentic, the music is still happening, the places are still standing. People come to Memphis internationally for music. People in any non-English speaking country learned English by singing the lyrics that came out of Memphis, Tennessee.
The music in Memphis was being pressed onto vinyl and shipped out to the rest of the world. In the 1950s, rock and roll erupted from Sun Studio, where artists like Elvis Presley, B.B. King, and Johnny Cash helped define the early sound of rock. But by the 1960s, the sound was expanding. It was raw, emotional, and deeply connected to gospel and R&B roots. Artists like Otis Redding, Isaac Hayes, and Booker T and the MGs turned Stax Records into one of the most influential record labels in music history. When you come to Memphis, anywhere in the world, you want to come here to Stax. Why is that?
Stax is Memphis. So there's multiple genres that were born from right here. It's heavily influenced, from soulful, spirituals, gospel, all that kind of stuff, with a combination of jazz, right? Or more structured type of music. Heavy on drums, big bass line, really, really heavy horns, right? Most important, it has to sound and feel good. It has to be something that moves you. If you're not moving, if you're not expressing yourself, what are we doing?
Around the same time, at Royal Studios, a local musician, Willie Mitchell, was building a signature recording sound, one that would make Memphis Soul legendary and continue to draw artists from around the world even today.
Bruno Mars, Drake. So Royal was the second commercial studio in Memphis after Sun. Around 1953, Willie Mitchell changed the sound of music in Memphis. He actually tuned this room with a snare drum. There's a magic that happens, I call it when God is in the room. The music that comes out of here still has that authentic, like realness.
And no matter where you're from in the world, you can see that, you can hear that, you can
Feel it. People respond to real.
Today, in Memphis, the past and future continue to move together.
Elvis is famous for eating this fried peanut butter banana sandwich all the time.
So people from all over the world come to have this sandwich right here.
Absolutely.
The city is writing its next chapter, not by reinventing itself, but by building on the legacy that made it great.
We're trying to keep roots music alive, and making new history. We just had the Black Keys shoot a video here. We got Gary Clark Jr. coming in. Junior Brown played here. So we got some new blood coming in as well. Memphis is a mecca.
Global impact.
Yeah. Memphis is still Memphis. Just the best of the best.
Memphis didn't create rock and roll by following rules. It did it by breaking them. Sitting at the crossroads of blues, gospel, country, R&B, and soul, the city allowed these sounds to meet and mix freely. By preserving its roots while continuing to shape the future of music, Memphis will always be an American original.
Thank you very much.